Have you ever wondered how some people manage to build wealth as if they have a hidden formula? Well, there's one culture in particular that has quietly perfected the art of saving money for generations, and their methods might just change the way you think about your own finances. Today, we're diving into the fascinating, time-tested money habits that many Chinese families use, habits that have helped them maintain some of the highest savings rates in the world. And no, we're not talking about skipping coffee or clipping coupons. This is a mindset, a lifestyle, and in many cases, a lifelong practice passed down through generations. I didn't just learn about these ideas from an article or a book. I grew up surrounded by them, hearing about them at the dinner table, watching them in action during family trips, and experiencing them firsthand while spending long stretches of time in Beijing and Hong Kong. These aren't abstract theories, they're real-world strategies that countless families use every day to protect and grow their money. Here's something that might surprise you. As of late 2021, China's gross savings rate was roughly 45.9%. In simple terms, for every $100 earned, nearly $46 is set aside rather than spent. Compare that to the United States, where the national savings rate typically ranges between 3.5% and 5%. That's not just a small difference, it's nearly a tenfold gap. So the big question is, why? Why are Chinese households able to save such a large portion of their income, while so many other countries seem caught in a cycle of spend now, save later? One answer lies in culture. In many Western countries, especially in the US, we're surrounded by sales, promotions, financing deals, and limited time offers designed to make us spend. Buy now, pay later. 0% interest for 12 months. Treat yourself, messaging that frames consumption as happiness. It's hard to escape the pressure to keep up, whether it's the newest phone, the latest car, or a bigger house. Historically, part of this mindset was encouraged at a national level. After World War II, American consumers were told that spending was patriotic, it fueled the economy and helped the country recover. And while that approach did stimulate growth, it also ingrained a culture where buying more became a symbol of progress. In China, the mindset is different. Saving isn't just a financial choice, it's a deeply rooted tradition. There's a strong aversion to debt, and major purchases are often paid for in full. Financing isn't seen as clever, it's avoided. The goal is to own things outright, owing nothing to anyone. To understand why saving is so deeply ingrained, you have to look at childhood lessons. In many Chinese households, children are introduced to money early, not just how to spend it, but how to respect it. A common tradition is the giving of red envelopes, especially during Lunar New Year or birthdays. These envelopes contain lucky money, and while a child might want to spend it right away, parents often encourage them to save it. The lesson isn't just about keeping it for the future, but about understanding that once money is gone, it's not easily replaced. Even the language reflects the value placed on wealth. During the biggest holiday of the year, instead of saying, Happy New Year, a common greeting translates to, May you become rich, or wishing you prosperity. It's not just a polite phrase, it's a genuine wish for someone's financial success, showing how closely happiness and stability are tied to money in the cultural mindset. This respect for money also shapes social perception. In many parts of Chinese society, wealth is seen as a clear marker of success. Someone with substantial resources isn't just financially secure, they're often considered admirable, even aspirational. That perception can influence everything from business relationships to personal ones. Demographics have also shaped these habits. For decades, China enforced a one-child policy to slow population growth. Most families raised only one child, which reduced the cost of child rearing and allowed more room for savings. The policy also created other effects. In many families, having a son was preferred due to traditions around inheritance and carrying on the family name. This skewed birth ratios toward males. At one point, about 122 boys were born for every 100 girls. That imbalance made competition for partners more intense, and financial success became a key way for men to stand out. The result? Even more incentive to save and build wealth. Another factor is long-term security. In the US, retirement often involves 401ks or IRAs. In China, such systems work differently, and while there is a pension program, many people doubt its long-term reliability. That uncertainty drives individuals to create their own safety nets, saving not just for retirement, but for medical costs, education, and emergencies. So, what's the real secret to such high savings rates? It's surprisingly simple. Every dollar is accounted for. Nothing is left without a purpose. In my own family, my father could tell you exactly where his money went each month, not just in broad categories like groceries or bills, but down to the exact amounts for each expense. This isn't about obsession, it's about control. In Western finance, this approach is called zero-based budgeting. The idea is simple but powerful. At the start of each month, you assign every dollar to a specific purpose until there's nothing left unallocated. That doesn't mean you spend it all. Savings and investments are also expenses in this system. The goal is for your income minus your total expenses, including savings and debt payments, to equal zero at month's end. Why does this work so well? Because it forces you to be intentional. There's no vague, leftover money to be spent on impulse. You decide where your money goes before the month even starts. Over time, that habit builds, leading to more savings and less financial stress. The real strength of this system isn't just in the budgeting trick, it's in the philosophy behind it. Money isn't something to take for granted. It's a resource, a shield against uncertainty, and a tool for freedom. When you start to see it that way, saving stops feeling like a sacrifice and starts feeling like an investment in your future. That's why, in so many Chinese households, the discipline to save isn't a burden, it's second nature. It's passed down from parents to children not as a strict rule, but as a way of living. And once you experience the stability and freedom it creates, fewer debts, more opportunities, it's hard to go back to a life where every dollar disappears the moment it arrives.